lastly, I talked about saying thank you. So promoting supportive actions that work for you. Really, the point of this is thinking about what aspects of your supervisor's management style, their behaviors, or other parts of your environment, what they do for you that you appreciate. Really thinking about what you do appreciate and why, and then let them know. Right. So they may not do everything the way you exactly want it. Almost nobody does. No, I don't even know nobody else has got a marriage, right? Or a roommate that does everything the way they want them to do it. But the things that you do really enjoy, the way maybe there's resources they give you, there's ways they communicate information to you that's really helpful for you. Let them know, because then you're promoting those behaviors, especially when you not only say thank you, but you tell them specifically why that behavior or action works for you. You're basically proactively managing up by trying to support those types of actions to continue going forward. So for example, if you got a series of resources from your supervisor and you're a real visual person and they gave you videos, and the videos are the things that really worked for you, but the manual was not, you can thank them profusely for the video and explain to them why that was so useful for you. That doesn't mean you couldn't tell them you hated the manual, but it probably is more effective to tell them why you enjoyed something. In hopes that they will give you more resources like that going forward.
When I read the stop to say thank you, I thought like we should stop saying thank you.
Thank you, Sultan. Maybe I'll have to change the graphic on that.
It's all good. It's all good.
So again, I'm an example person, so I'm going to give you some example language on how you might want to say thank you. Everybody obviously has their own take on this, but so for example, if you are the kind of person who likes to pre-plan, I'm definitely one of those people, and you have a supervisor who maybe kind of likes to give you stuff last minute, like you show up on Monday and here's the list of things to do. If for some reason they do happen to give you more information the week before or a few days in advance, you might say something like, I just wanted to thank you for providing me with information on what we'll be doing next week. This information allows me to plan ahead of time so that I'm better prepared when at the start of the week and feel I can use my time more effectively. Again, thank you. So just really, again, saying what it was that was helpful and why it was helpful. Say, for example, you're meeting weekly with your supervisor, and that is actually a really helpful time for you to have discussions one-on-one with them, and you want to promote that. You might say something like, I wanted to say thank you for taking the time to meet with me each week to go over concepts related to the work I'm doing. This helps me better understand the work and tasks that I'm doing. Again, thank you. For example, if you got videos and that was really helpful, you could say something like, those videos you sent me really allowed me to better understand X, like whatever the technique was or the activity. Thank you. If there are other things that might be really helpful is maybe they're introducing you to people that are going to be helpful in your professional network going forward. And you might say something like, thank you for helping me grow my network. It's really important for me as I'm building my professional identity. I really appreciate it. So again, right, if that's part of what you want out of this experience is meeting additional people, that could be part of what you're thanking them for. If they're helping, if you feel like your supervisor needs to re-demonstrate work tasks or re-provide information because it was unclear for you. And sometimes I feel this way, like someone has to re-explain something and I'm feeling bad about it. But you're really appreciative that they took the time to re-explain it to you. You might say something like, thank you so much for taking the time to review this job task with me again. You'd be more specific, but you get the idea. I was initially confused about X, but now I can see where I wasn't clear on how to do X and whatever in a way, in a given way. But now I'm more confident in my ability to do so. If I have further questions, what are some additional resources I could utilize to better understand this job task? Thank you for your time. So also potentially asking them to provide you resources. So maybe you wouldn't need to have them explain it again. You'd have a reference to go back to in case you don't have another reference. So those are just some examples of ways to proactively say thank you and hopefully get what you need more frequently.